Hi everyone, hope you all are good. We are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter number 3. The lessons we're going to cover today are prime and composite numbers, prime factorization with exponents, and divisibility rules. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 5 math. We can start with the chapter number 3. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is prime and composite numbers. Let's just start with the first lesson. Okay, first let's just learn what are the prime and the composite numbers, right? Prime numbers are the ones that have only two factors. Which two factors? One and the number itself, right? You can note down the definitions. Prime numbers are the one prime numbers have only two factors. Which two factors? One and the number itself. For example, we have 11. What are the factors of 11? Factors means the two numbers that you multiply makes 11. 1 times 11. Do we have any other numbers that when multiplied makes 11? Do we have other numbers that when multiplied makes 11? No, any other numbers that when multi makes 11. That means 11 is our prime number. Now just check for 13. 1 times 13 is 13. Do we have any other numbers that when multiplied makes 13? No, 13 is also a prime number. Okay, now let's just check for 12. 1 times 12 is 12. Any other numbers that when multiplied makes 12? Yes, 2 times 6 is 12 and 3 times 4 is 12. Right? That means 12 has more than two factors. 12 is not a prime number. Got it? 12 is a composite number. The numbers that are not prime are the composite numbers, right? So that means 12 is a composite number. Got it? Prime numbers have only two factors, one and the number itself, and the numbers that are not prime are the composite numbers. Got it? Okay, let's just start the lesson now, right? Okay, is 5 a prime number? Think and then answer. 1 times 5 is 5. Do we have other two numbers when multiplied makes 5. Five is a prime number. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Is 2 a prime or composite number? The correct option is 2 is a prime number, right? The correct option is prime number it is. Is 14 a prime or composite number? Composite number it is, right? Because 14 has more than 2 factors. So yes, 14 is a composite number. Very good. Is 17 a prime number or a composite number? The correct option is prime number it is, right? 17 has only 2 factors, 1 times 17. Is it a prime or composite number? Composite number it is. 8 is a composite number. Very good. Is 9 a prime or composite number? Yes, very good. 9 is a composite number because 3 times 3 is 9. So 9 is a composite number. Is 3 a prime number or composite number? Three is the Prime number. The correct option is prime, right? Yes, only 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. The next one is prime factorization. Okay, the next one is prime factorization. That means you need to factorize a number and that all the factors must be a prime number, right? Hello. Okay, so prime numbers are the numbers that have only two factors, right? For example, you have 7. Which two numbers when multiplied make 7? 7 times 1. Do you have any other two numbers that when multiplied make 7? We did so many examples. You're answering right. Why you didn't send why you didn't write earlier? 7 times 1. We don't have any other two numbers that when multiplied make 7. So 7 is a prime number, right? Because 7 has only two factors. Now let's just look for the 8. 1 times 8 is 8. Do we have any other two numbers that when multiplied makes 8? 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 has more than two factors. 8 is not a prime number, it is a composite number. Now we're going to start with the prime factorization, right? So prime factors means you need to find a prime factorization of 10, right? How do we find? You have to divide 10 by the smallest prime number, right? You can divide 10 by the smallest prime number, that is 2, right? And 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now you have to divide 5 by the smallest prime number, and the smallest prime number you can divide 5 is 5. 5 divided by 5, you have 1. So basically the concept is you can find the prime factorization by dividing the number by the smallest prime number. You have to divide again and again. Every time you have to divide it by the smallest prime number until you get the answer 1, right? Then the prime factors are the numbers you are dividing with. You are dividing by 2 and 5. So 2 times 5 is the prime factors, that makes again 10. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. You can have a look on the tutorial. They are already solved, right? What is the prime factorization? 4. So let's start with 4. You have to divide 4 by the smallest prime number, right? So the smallest prime number that can divide 4 is 2. So simply divide it by the 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Now you have to divide this number again by the smallest prime number. So the smallest prime number that can divide 2 is 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So you divide 2 times by 2, that is the prime factor. So 2 times 2 is the prime. Hello. The prime factorization of 10 is, yes, 2 times 5 is the correct option. The prime factorization of 10 is 2 times 5, right? Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the prime factorization of 15, which is the correct option? Yes, very good. That is 3 times 5. The prime factorization of the numbers are, of the 15 is 3 times 5. Very good. Which is the correct option? That is 2 times 3 is 6. The correct option is 2 times 3. What is the prime factorization of 9? That is 3 times 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. What is the prime factorization of 4, which is the correct option? That is 2 times 2 is the correct option. What is the prime factorization of 10, which is the correct option? That is 2 times 5 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is prime factorization with exponents. So now we know how to make the prime factors, right? We just want to learn how do we write. Okay, what is the prime factorization of 9? We know how to make the prime factors of 9, right? You have to divide the number by by the smallest prime number until you have the answer 1. The prime factors of 9 is 3 times 3. You need to write them down in the exponent form. How do we write the 3 times 3? You can write it as 3 square. Why? You are multiplying 3 how many times? 2 times. Got it? So 3 times 3 you can write it as 3 square. That means you are multiplying 3 how many times? 2 times. Got it? For example, you have 8. The prime factors of 8 are 2 times 2 times 2. You can write it as 2 exponent 3. That means you have to multiply 2 how many times? 3 times. Got it, everyone? That's how you write the answer in the exponent form. Okay, let's just start with the test question. You can just write down the what is the prime factorization of 4, which is the correct option? That is 2 times 2, and you can write it as 2 to the exponent 2. Option number 4 is the correct option. You can just write down the option number. Option 4 it is. 2 times 2. You can write it as 2 exponent 2. That is the last option. What is the prime factorization of 6, which is the correct option? That is 2 times 3 option number. 2 is the hello. Factorization of 4 is the correct option is 2 square. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the prime factorization of 25, which is the correct option? That is 5 times 5 or 5 square. Option number 3 is the correct option. The correct option is 3 times 3 or 3 to the exponent of 2. Option number 3 is the correct option. What is the prime factorization of 15? That is 3 times 5. Option number 3 is the correct option, right? What is the prime factorization of 9? Which is the correct option? That is 3 square, option number 2 is the correct option, right? That is 2 times 2 or 2 square, option number 2 is the correct option. What is the prime? Times. We are done with the lesson. Let's just move on to the next lesson, and the next lesson is that is divisibility rules. Let's just start with the lesson. Basically, eleven. Can you hear me now? Okay, the divisibility test for 9 is the sum of all the digits must be divisible by 9. So the digits are 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 2 plus 8. Let's just add them, right? 8 and 2, 10, 19, 20, and 25. 25 is divisible by 9. Divisible by 9. That means 15,928 is not divisible by 9. Got it? The sum of the digits of all the numbers is divisible by 9. The number is divisible by 9. So this is not divisible by 9. The correct option is no. Got it? Okay, the next one is 4890 divisible by 6? So the divisibility rule for 6 is you have to see if the number is divisible by 2 and is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 6, right? If the number is divisible by 2 and divisible by 6, if the given number is divisible by 2 and divisible by 3, that means the number is divisible by 6. Got it? Let's just apply the divisibility rule for 2. The divisibility rule for 2 is if the ones digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, the number is divisible by 2. So the ones digit is 0, number is divisible by 2. The divisibility test for 2 is right, the number is divisible by 2. Now you have to see if the number is divisible by 3. The divisibility test for 3 is you need to add all these sum of the digits 9 and 8, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you have to see now sum is divisible by 3. Yes, 3 times 7 is 21. So the number is so 4890 is divisible by 2 and is divisible by 3. That means that this is divisible by 6. Got it? If the number is divisible by 2 and is divisible by 3, that means the number is divisible by 6. Got it? Okay, the next one is 957 divisible by 5? Which is the correct option? The divisibility rule for 5 is if the ones digit is either 0 or either 5, that means the number is divisible by 5. Got it? So the ones digit is neither 0 nor 5. The number is not divisible by 5. The correct option is no. Is 956 divisible by 2? Yes or no? Yes, it is, right? Because the ones digit is 6 and 6 is divisible by 2. So yes, that means the number is divisible by 2. Got it? The correct option is yes. 956 is divisible by 2. 7194 divisible by 3? Apply the divisibility. The divisibility test for 3 is you have to add all the digits. If the sum of digits is divisible by 3, the number is divisible by 3. 9 and 4, 13, 14, 21. And 21 is divisible by 3, right? 3 times 7 is 21. No, that is not divisibility test for 2. That is for 3. 21 is divisible by 3. So that means 7194 is divisible by 3. The correct option is yes. ACT 4366. The correct option is no, it is. No, because the divisibility test for 10 is the ones digit zero. Here the one digit is not zero. So that means no, the number is not divisible by 10. Got it? Okay. 4504 divisible by 4. The divisibility test for 4 is if the last two digits of a number is divisible by 4, that means the number is divisible by 4. If the last two digits of the number is divisible by 4, that is 04, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. That means yes, the number is divisible by 4. Got it? The correct option is yes. The correct option is yes, it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself now. By yourself later today. We were working on grade 5 math. The chapter we were working on is number theory. The lessons we have covered today are prime and composite numbers, prime factorization with exponents, and divisibility rules. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session, right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the site. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9. Either you can either you can join me in the interactive session that would be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. Got it? No questions? Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.